in the interest of the people and the state, and in the interest of ensuring that there is long-lasting peace, the government went ahead after detailed consultation with many stakeholders, including the HIMAs and the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, the Jayanti Hills, as well as political parties and different organizations. So to reply to his question specifically, number one, so the question of revisiting the MOU does not arise. The first MOU that has been signed, that is signed in the presence of the Honorable Home Minister of Government of India, and the question of going into and reviewing that does not arise. Number two, sir, he mentioned that will there be efforts to get back the villages which we have lost. So just to inform the Honorable Member that maximum of the villages that have come to us, in fact, most of the villages have come to us, and in maximum of villages that were there, it has been because of the will of the people. So the people in those areas have expressed their willingness, and that is why both the states have decided to go with, whether the willingness was with Assam, they went with Assam. When the willingness was with Meghalaya, it came with Meghalaya. So the villages left out, as being mentioned by the Honorable Member, it is very important to, at least in this House, to discuss. When we say left out, what does the exact definition of left out mean? And number two, which are these villages that we are talking about? Because, sir, if there are demands from people which have been there for villages which were never in the discussion, which were never in the disputed areas originally, and which are way inside the boundaries of Assam and are not as per the demarcated areas of differences, which the map that we had submitted in 2011-12. Saying that we're leaving them out would be not correct, at least on the floor of the House. Because those areas were never in the consideration. They were never in Meghalaya, sir. In the sense, they were never in the disputed area. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. They were never in the disputed area. And hence, today, some villages, because of the talks that have started, are today saying that they would also want to be in Meghalaya. Hence, for us to now add them into the list is highly, very difficult. So if you're saying leaving those villages out, then we have to give the right explanation.
So my question number two, may I know from the Honorable Chief Minister, whether signing of MOU is purely based on the recommendation of the 3 regional committee or as per para 20 of the 6th schedule of our constitution?
There were multiple factors that we looked into, sir. So it was not that it was basically only the decision of what the regional committees came in. But the regional committees' reports were very important, simply because of the fact that they contained the most important aspect, which is the people's will. So therefore, that gave a huge weight to the entire discussion, but many other factors were involved in the final conclusion of the MOUs. We have said clearly that the villages within the map are there, and anything outside the map cannot be considered. So that's clear, number one. So that we should not mix that with the second point now he's mentioning. Now, it's not. The point is that in Khanapara, the areas of differences which are there, their discussions took place. But today, if you go beyond these areas of differences that are there and say, well, we want this village which is 20 kilometers away from Khanapara, that also should be included. That is not possible. That's the first part of what he's saying. But the second part, which he's saying now, is that in Khanapara, the villages that are there will not be considered. So the areas of differences which are there, which were drawn in the map in 2011, and the areas of differences which are there within that map, obviously, sir, the whole idea of discussion and talks with Assam is that these are areas of differences, let us sort it out. So obviously the villages which were in the list of 2011 will definitely be discussed. But if now today we bring in a new village and say, well, let's add this to the areas of differences, that will not be possible is what the MOU is saying.
So we're not talking beyond the MOU. We're talking within the MOU itself. Now, what I'm saying is that if we have sent, it is agreed that the STC transit camp, 2 police outposts, Namgarh, Assamese inhabited areas, number one Nambar, Khanapara village and Dreamland Resort area totaling approximately 0.03 square kilometer will be with Assam. Whether this area was under the area of difference, sir? Because till we know, till the historical facts and the data says that these were areas of Meghalaya. And now they were not in the area of differences at all. But then they have now been given to Assam. So what are we seeing here, sir? That is what I'm asking.
So the areas of differences and the maps that were submitted, based on that, the discussions have taken place. Be very clear on that, sir. You can keep playing with words and keep talking,
Sir, this
but we are
is
very
not
clear.
playing with words, sir. This is
We
the
are very
MOU,
clear.
sir. I brought the MOU. Please
Sir, read
ask
the
the Chief
MOU.
Minister to refrain from putting words in my mouth. I'm talking the MOU. I have brought the MOU and quoted the MOU, sir. I'm just asking, when this area was never part of the area of difference, why was it given to Assam? That is the question.
Sir, it was within the discussions and within the areas of differences.
Process.
Because MOU, as we all understood that MOU is Memorandum of Understanding. Memorandum of Understanding between whom? Between both Chief Minister of State of Meghalaya and State Assam, or between the two states? If amendment to Constitution can be brought from time to time, why not review of MOU cannot? There must be something behind. Please, sir.
So I respect the sentiments of the honorable member. But I dare to ask him, can you name the 12 areas of differences for me if you are so
Yes.
concerned about it? Please name them. Please name the areas of differences and tell me, sir, how many times has he visited these areas of differences and these villages and he's met the people? Please tell us.
Thank you.
Don't read out. Don't read out.
Yes. No.
Say by memory.
I'm not going to read. And I'm not going to spell out. That is your duty bomb. That is a duty bomb. And you feel at very first place without taking a confidence for all stakeholders. That's why this issue came into.
How can you say that?
Please, Deputy Chief Minister, sir. Respected Deputy Chief Minister.
Please
You yourself, you have made a statement by saying that not a single aim will go to Assam. Didn't you?
Mr. Speaker, sir, he has to ask the
Deputy
question.
Chief Minister, sir. Respected Deputy Chief Minister.
Don't be
You
emotional.
have said that
Don't be emotional.
land will not go to Assam.
Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional.
Deputy Chief Minister, please.
Emotional. Because of this, not because of you. You are preaching and you never practice.
Please take a seat, please.
You keep
Please
on
take a
preaching and never practice.
Please
That's
take a
why
seat.
you're gonna be
Please
emotional.
take a seat.
Why? Be
Please
emotional.
take a seat.
It's
Please
a
take a
criminal.
seat. Please take a seat.
It's a
Please take a
sin.
seat. Please. Please.
You don't know anything.
Don't try to
and you talk as if you are the only
newspaper. Don't try to play political drama.
Don't try to act.
This is
Don't try to
life.
act.
This is life.
Please.
We are concerned
Land
about
is
this.
life. Don't you understand? Life.
Therefore, Mr.
Land is
Speaker,
life.
I think let him name that 12 areas of difference.
Please, about this. This is question hour.
Yes, I
You may
understood,
please place your question, the supplementary question, and the reply will be, you will be there. Please, you don't show any kind of,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
please just place your supplementary question, that's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I would like to get a clarity from Honorable Chief Minister whether he dares or not to bring for review the MOU. That's what I want. People of the state want to know about that.
And to reply back to his question, sir, we dare to move forward with this. It's not a question of dare to not move forward or dare to. We dare to go ahead with this. This is the only government that dared to say that we will do it. We took it as our responsibility that we will do this. It is we who dared. And today, for the honorable member to come up and say that, if you dare to take it out, sir, I mean, these are all very childish statements being made. Let him read and understand what the areas of differences are, understand the problems that the people are facing, then let him speak and specifically mention which villages he's talking about.
But during the district committee, no doubt they had given a suggestion to you, and also even the committee which has been set up, that also has been given as per and accordingly. But at a time when decision making, maybe you gone aside
Which area?
by all due suggestion.
Which village?
You call all the concerned stakeholders, then you will be knowing better. That's why you don't have you don't dare. Because of that.
Sir, what do I talk, sir? So
No, what my point is this. So because this is life and death of the people. Because of that, so please kindly hear our request that kindly call them and have a final discussion.
So call whom? Which village?
No, the stakeholder,
Which one? For which area? Sir,
KHDC, and then
which village? Which village? Sir, I hope you're understanding my point. So we can keep going on and on with
Yeah,
this.
it's okay.
I am
Areas
specific,
in
sir.
Assam.
I am
Yeah, yeah.
ready to discuss.
No, like areas for in
Get me-
Assam, ASTB,
Name of the village. Which area of
which has
differences?
been
Which
losing
one?
out.
Which one? Give me the name. Which one, sir?
You can give any name if you
No.
wish to.
Sir, if you can give me area of differences also, which one? Which particular area? You're talking about Gizang, you're talking about Tarabari, you're talking about Hahim, you're talking about
Okay.
Bordwar, you're talking about Matuar, you're talking
No,
about
there
Dosra,
is-
now
are you
we move
talking
to
about
the
Langri,
areas of-
are you talking about Kanduli, Risyar, Block 1, Block 2, Ratachera, are you talking about the villages of Gohanimara, Amagao or Malsapara?
No, but what
in
is specifically
Gizang?
mentioned
So I
is
need
about
names.
Assam. Yes, in Khanapara, ASBT,
Yeah.
which
Since 2014, our country has been plagued by divisive forces. TMC is in Meghalaya with the mission to empower the people, uphold the ethnic cultures and traditions, celebrate the sacred land. To oust the proxy BJP government from Meghalaya, be the change, support TMC by calling on 96877 96877.